Hello guys, first of all I welcome you all to this interview question series. We are in the Tableau interview question series right now. We already completed the 5 sets of Tableau interview questions and we are in the set 6. So we'll continue with that trend. So let's get started. The first question of today's session is, what is Tableau Data Server? Okay, so Tableau Data Server is a feature offered by a Tableau server, okay, which allows users to store, extract data one centralized over one centralized server, and then can be accessed by multiple users simultaneously, do some visualization, analyzations, and getting things done with respect to the insights. Also, the extract features can be accessed by multiple users or systems simultaneously, and that's why we can manage the data storage in the storage system. So that's the Tableau server we have, where we can put the data into the central repositories and use the extract to get the analytical thing done. Okay, clear? Let's move forward to the other question we have. How to do the performance testing in Tableau? Performance testing in the Tableau is very important as it will let you know how your workbook will operate once you make it to publish into a real world scenarios. Okay, to perform the performance testing, first step is to set up the test environment in Tableau server and disable any automated or schedule extract or refresh schedules. Okay, then second step is to capture the performance metrics using the tab jolt or any other tool. Then upgrade the test environment and run the tab jolt to check the workbook performance. If there is no difference in the performance, then use the subset of the workbooks to again test the performance after doing an extract refresh. So that's the various steps we have with respect to do the performance testing in the Tableau we have. Okay, next question for the day. Name the components of dashboard. Okay, left pane of the dashboard shows two tabs, named dashboard and layout. By default, when you create a new dashboard, the user will land of the dashboard tab. Okay, first button of the device preview, which allows its developer to understand the preview of the dashboard on the different devices such as tablet, mobile and desktop. Next comes the size of dashboard, which can be modified by the developer. After that, there is an option to drag and drop the sheet to be used in the dashboard, and then there is an option to use various objects such as images, web page, text, horizontal container, vertical container, blank, navigation buttons and extensions. Then we have an option to switch to tiles or floating options before using the sheets or objects on the dashboard. Although we have the option to change its setting at a later point, but we should prefer using this button. And the last option in the tab is the checkbox of show dashboard titles. Now the next tab, layout, is used to define the size of various floating objects on the dashboard and also setting their x and y coordinate to define their location. Then we have the option to draw the border on the outer side of the charts and object, and also we can change the background colors of them here as well. Okay, so these are the basically the layout in the dashboard in the Tableau we have. Clear? So next question we have for the day, how to create the stories in Tableau. Okay, a Tableau story is similar to the dashboard and sometimes used in the place of it. You can create a different tabs dedicated to individual sheets and set a navigation button for the functionality of the same. First of all, create all the charts in a different sheet and then click on add new story in the bottom most tab from where adding a new dashboard. We can also right click on the add new sheet button on we can select add new story instead of a new sheet. There is one more way to add a new story. Go to the dashboard and in the toolbar then select a new story. After following any of the above three ways mentioned above, we can get a new story where we can drag the required sheets or objects from the left panel to the story one by one. We can also import dashboard to the story, but vice versa is not possible. In the story mode, we can have to define the buttons to shift from one page to another. So basically dashboards are nothing but a overall view of whatever the insights you got, and storyboard is nothing but conveying those insights in the meaningful manner to the audiences. And for these Tableau storyboards are basically the features where we can just leverage the power of storytelling here. Clear? Next question we have for the day: how can we load an Excel file in Tableau? On the main page, we would have a connect to pane on the left hand side, where there is we can just select Microsoft Excel connector. Okay, so basically in the Tableau we have a left hand pane, and in the left hand pane we can just go with, which is also known as a data pane we have, and in that data pane we can just select whatever the file extension we want and just load it into the Power BI environment, be it an Excel file, be it an other data file. Okay, so next question we have: so how can we load the PDF file, or how can we load the JSON file? The steps are similar. The steps are, on the main page we would have the connect to options. Okay, connect to pane. Okay, and then and there we can just select the desired connectors. It's be it a PDF file, be it is a JSON file, whatever you want. Clear, guys? So this is how we can just connect with the different data sources we have. Clear? Next, what do we understand by pivoting in Tableau? Okay, there would be a lot of issues with the raw data. Sometimes we might have the data in the form of wide format instead of a long format. If we would want to convert this wide format into the long form of data, then we can use the pivoting options. So it's just turning up the columns into the rows and rows into the columns. This is a pivoting things in the Tableau. Okay, next, what is the use of split in Tableau? Sometimes the data present in the particular column could compromise of a lot of things. For example, full name. If we have a name such as Andam Reddy, here this full name can be divided into two parts, first name and last name. For this purpose we can use the split. Basically split is the feature where we can just do the parts of the string, just do the different parts of the string and then use them into the more granular analysis, such as a full name we will divide into the first name and last name. Clear? Next question we have for the day: how can we rename a column in table? Okay, first of all we can just double click on the name on the column and we can just rename it. So we can do it in the data pane as well or in the data source as well. So in the preview sessions we can just see the fields there, or if you are in the sheet, then in the sheet you can see in the data pane there is a dimension and measure, and whenever your column belongs either in the dimension or measure, just right click over it and rename it, or just double click over it and you can rename the stuffs over there. Okay, so next question we have for the day: how can we hide a column in a table? Okay, first of all, when we extract the data from the source in the data pane, we will get the preview of our data, and once we get the preview of our data, where we can just see what is the data type is there, whether all column is necessary for the analysis or not, and if you don't want any of the column in your analysis, you don't want to load it into the sheets, then you can just hide it. And for hiding the columns, you can just click on the arrow over there or right click on the column we have and choose the hide options. It's that simple in the table. Clear? Next question we have: how can we get the more information about the particular column? So every column gives you the describe option. Okay, so we have a describe options for that, when we click on that describe button, we will get the more information about that particular column, such as some of the statistical information we have: minimum, maximum, standard deviations, count of values over there, count of distinct values over there, okay, what is the data type it holds, some kind of information we will get with respect to the particular column. Then the describe options will help us to do that. Okay, next, how can we sort a particular column in a table? Okay, every column has a 3 lines. Okay, when we click on that, you will get either a sort in that ascending order or descending order. So basically in the column as well, we have a UI feature where we can just click over there and we can just sort the column based on our need. Clear? Next question we have for the day: how can we convert a number type column into a string type column? So type conversion is also a often asked thing into the Tableau interview questions and in the daily use. If you have a data which is in the not a good shape or format, then we can do a data type casting over there. Okay, if the numerical column we want to convert into the string type, which is represented as something like ABC, so we can do it by using just feature over the UIX. Okay, and over there you can just find something like data type change, and you can just go into the drop down and change its data type. So it's that simple in the Tableau. Also the numerical fields are represented as the hash symbol, and the categorical field or string type field can be represented at ABC, something like that. Okay, clear? Next question we have: can we convert a string type column into a number type column? No, it is not possible. Basically, to convert the string type column into the number type column, when you do these, the values would be changed to null. First of all, if you have a fields like first name, then their default data types must be a string data type. But if I want to change this data type into the string, then it will be converted directly into the null, because this type conversion is not possible. But in the other hand, if your numbers something like 1 2 3 4 are enclosed within the double quote or single quote, then we can use the typecasting to perform the conversion of string into the numerical values. Then those values will be converted into the numbers as well. Okay, so we can do it, but the main important thing is that the column hold which data. If it is a purely a string data type, then we can do it, but if it is not, then it will throw an null values. Clear? Next question: what are the popular features of Tableau? So there are many popular features of Tableau, because it's handling some of the data or the user interactivity. There are many features are there, and some of the features are listed here as well, such as data blending is there, no need of technical knowledge. So if you don't have any technical knowledge, then you can also do the dashboarding thing into the Tableau. It's that simple. Real-time analysis is there, data collaboration and data notifications features are there. Okay, so there are some of the analysis functions are there. Then patented technology from the Stanford is there for Tableau. The toggle view and drag DROM is there. List of native data connectors are there. There are many data connectors are available with respect to Tableau. Highlight and filter data is there. Share dashboard, we can just share the dashboard or share it in the local systems. Embed the dashboard within the mobile ready dashboard we can have. Within another dashboard we can have. Tableau reader for data viewing. Dashboard commenting feature is there. Create no code data queries. Okay, so no coding experience is required. Translate queries into the visualization. Import all range and size of data with respect to Tableau. So these are the main important features we have with respect to Tableau. Next question: what are the properties of Tableau combined set? Okay, properties of Tableau combined sets are the following, such as name. It is used to specify the unique name of the Tableau sets. Then sets, users can select an existing set from the menu. The first set in the menu acts as a left set. The second set acts as a right set. All members in both the set. There is one option. There is an option to combine the set holds all the members from the left as well as right. Shared member, So option holds the share members only, the common records only, except left set except the shared members. So it's a another way of thinking or getting the data, and right set except the members. So basically, in a nutshell, these are the options we have when we do the combination of sets. So if we have created two sets in the Tableau, and from selecting the Tableau I want to get the third set, then we can just get different option, and it's like a join only. Okay, so we have a joins like left join, right join, inner join, left anti, right anti. Those kind of things are there with respect to Tableau as well, but the thing is that the nomenclature is different. But we can draw some inferences or analogy, and then we can just know what are the properties of combined sets are there. Okay, next question we have: what are the basic difference between the published data sources and embedded data sources in Tableau? Okay, the basic difference between the published data sources and embedded data sources is the public data sources contain the connection information that is independent of any workbook. Okay, on the other hand, embedded data sources connection information is associated with the workbook. That is the basic difference we have with respect to the published data sources and embedded data sources. Clear? Next question we have for the day: mention the characteristics that distinguish data sources. Okay, the characteristics that distinguish data sources are icon and name, connection type, connect to, and live or last extract are some of the characteristics from where we can distinguish between the data sources. Clear? Next question we have: explain latitude and longitude in Tableau. Latitude and longitude generated fields are associated with the geographical detail present in the data. The data should consist of the geographical information like city, country, or state. The latitude or longitude are auto-generated in the Tableau. Those fields can be used to build the map in the Tableau. Yeah. Next question we have: define the term analytics pane concerning Tableau. Okay. So the analytics pane offer a quick and easy access to everyday analytical objects in Tableau, such as trend line. Okay, it allows you to drag and forecast, reference, and trends lines and other objects into use from the analytics pane. So this is the analytics tab we have. Next question for the day: explain the term filter action. Okay, filter action shows the related information between a source sheet and one or more target sheet. This type of activity is best suited when developer is building guided logical path using workbook or in a dashboard. Clear? Next, how to view SQL generated queries in the Tableau desktop. Okay, a developer can click on My Tableau repository folder available in My Documents in the PC to view SQL. If user is using a live connection to data sources, then check the tab protoserver.txt and log txt files if the user is using extract mode. Also, we have to check the tds server.txt file. This file shows detail about the queries we have with respect to SQL. Clear? Next question we have: how to get the current date and time in Tableau. A developer can get the current date and time of Tableau with respect to the now function. So there is one time intelligence function is there called as now, and we will get the current date and time. Clear? So next question we have: what is forecasting in Tableau? Okay, forecasting means predicting the future values of the measures. There are various methods for forecasting. However, in Tableau, the user can only use the exponential smoothing option. Clear? Next question: what are the advantages of using context filter? So there are many advantages of using the context filter. First one, improve the performance. When the context filter is used in the large data source, it improves the performance and it creates the temporary dataset part based on the context filter selection. The performance can be effectively improved through a selection of major categorical context filter. Okay. Then we have a dependent filter condition as well. Context filter can be used to create the dependent filter condition based on the business requirement. When the data source size is large, context filters can be selected on the primary category and other relevant filters can be extracted or executed. Clear? Next question we have, explain Tableau drive. Tableau drive is a one methodology that can be used for scaling out analytics. It is based on the best practices from the successful deployments of an enterprise. Okay. Next, what is the use of toolbar icon? Toolbar icon present below the menu bar can be used to edit the workbook using different features such as undo, redo, save, new data, source, slideshow and so on. Clear guys? So next question we have for the day, mention the various types of functions commonly used in Tableau. So there are many categories with respect to functions such as string functions. So there are left, lower, L3, mid functions are most often used. Logical functions are there, if, elif, else, is dead, is null, max, min, those are the logical functions are there. Aggregate functions are there, collect, count, okay, sum, min, max, those are the aggregate functions we have. And user functions are there. So user defined function contains the full name, is full name and is username, domain name. These are the functions we have with respect to the user functions name. So there are many categories are available with respect to the Tableau functions. Okay. Next question we have, so list the categories of dimension in the Tableau. So there are many dimension categories such as slowly ever changing dimension, chop ever dimensions, unchanged dimension, shrinking dimension, junk dimensions are there, confirmed dimensions are there, degenerated dimensions are there, role enjoying dimensions are there, infer dimensions are there. There are different types of dimensions we have with respect to the Tableau. Clear? Next question, define slaves in Tableau. Okay, the slaves in Tableau are democrated areas that are used for a particular purpose. There are several shelves in Tableau sheet, like a filter shelves we have, page shelves we have, row shelves we have, column shelves we have, mark shelves we have. Okay. Next question, define a hyper. Hyper is a high performance in-memory information engine innovations. It allows clients to analyze complex and large informational set at the very short interval of time. Clear? Next, this can be done by proficiently accessing analytical equations and those are value based on the database. Clear guys? So this is the hyper we have. It's an in-memory information engine. Okay. Next question we have, what is a backgrounder? Okay, the backgrounder refreshes planned extracts, conveys notification and handles other assignment run in the background. The backgrounder is responsible for expanding as much as the processor is accessible to finish the background action as fast as possible. Okay. Next question we have, explain data visualization. Data visualization is one of the form of visual communication. It includes producing image that communicate relationship among the data. This process can be achieved using the semantic mapping between data values and graphic marks. Clear? Next, what are the limitations of setting channels? So there are few limitations of setting channels. If channel is changed by the customers on the regular basis, the database should be reprocessed and modify the short-lived table. Then there is the transient table need to be reloaded every time when the view is begin. So these are the limitations of setting channel. Next question we have, what is a Tableau data engine? Tableau data engine manages to open, refresh, create and query extract of the users. So this is the Tableau data engine we have. So next, explain the dashboard lifecycle we have. Okay, dashboard lifecycle in Tableau involves functional knowledge. Business analysts use a current functional knowledge of the Tableau organization. Okay, requires analysis. Requirements that are kept in considerations are the requirement of the dashboard, how data is flowing in the system or current system, blueprint or layout of the system, dashboard scope, the value that is added to the business, required tool for the development of the project and its cost. Okay, planning phase is there. It includes timeline and needed resources, work and leave plan, dependencies and future challenges. Then methodologies has to follow something like Scrum is there, Agile is there, Waterfall is there. Then technical specs include the technical details such as SQL relations and joins, credentials for database access and business logic. And development, it includes something like query generation, connecting to databases and creating dimensional model, publish it to the server, and unit testing. And in the QA testing we have a functionality and UI testing is there, SQL testing and data validation is there, security testing is there, and testing and applied customizations are there. We also have a performance testing options on the report opening time with respect to any other web page. User acceptance testing is there, user validate data and functionality, productions and support is there, then there is when we next question we have list the types of maps available in the Tableau. So we have a choropleth maps, okay, which is also called as a field map. Then proportional symbol maps are there, then spider map is there, then heat maps is there, and those are the different maps we have with respect to the Tableau. Next question we have, what is the use of custom data view? Okay, a custom data view is used by the Tableau users to extend the normal data views to gain the advantage of additional features. Okay, next question we have for the sessions, explain the Tableau navigation. So in the Tableau navigation we basically find the data source, current sheet, new dashboard and new storyboard, in which we can create something like a report, dashboard and storyboard, and there are various options are there with respect to that. Clear? Next question we have, what are the ways to sort out the data in Tableau? So there are different ways, such as computed sorting is there, manual sorting is there. Okay, and in the computed sorting we just sort applied on the axis only. In the manual sort we can just go over and rearrange the stuff in the dimension field, order by dragging them into the filter pane, or just making it do the calculations in ad hoc manner. Clear? Next question we have, what is the use of trend lines to show the trends in the data over the period of time? If you have a historical data, based on data what are the future values we have, and for that we have a different trend lines are there, such as logarithmics are there, linear are there, exponentials are there, and polynomials are there. Clear? Next question we have, what is a Tableau crosstab report? So table crosstab in the Tableau is the best way to display the data in the multi-level granular format. Clear? Next question and the last question for the day, explain the measure names. Measure names in the measure names and measure values are the two fields created in the Tableau by default. These fields are created when the data is imported into the Tableau. So these are the names for the measure we have with respect to the Tableau. So that's it for the session, guys. We will meet in the another session with the another interview question. Till then, goodbye.